Hi, Paul Hefty here with the Triangle O football system. I want to talk about how you can incorporate a run option system into core RPOs. What we're going to do here is run triple option and double option, which we call RROs or run option concepts, where we're going to go ahead and read defensive linemen across the front and outside backers. Let's take a look. All right, first off with the run option system, you can use any personnel grouping here. The halfback does not have to be attached, so you can be 10 personnel or spread sets. But one of the reasons why we like to use it with an H-back is now we have the ability to have 6 blockers, and then with the triple option, read 2 defenders. So now we can have 8-man run boxes defensively. What we're doing is we're going to read then first level defensive linemen and those outside linebackers, and we'll do this both backside and front side with the play concept. What happens with that then is the receivers now run bubble and smoke routes and essentially become the pitch back in our triple option. How we're going to do this is we'll just tag to our core RPO system with some simple signals and verbal cues. So the communication again is a tag. You'll see here when we're attacking and reading the backside defenders, we're going to tag then as suffix to the original play call. And you can see here with backsides, it's going to be cities with word association. The receivers then, again, are going to be the pitch key people. If we want the A receiver to get the pitch, it becomes a bubble route. If we want to get the Z receiver involved, then we'll just use smoke routes with different signals. When we go to the front side, now we're going to use a prefix to the play call, and you can see we'll use letters. All right, our first example, and what I would recommend as your first installation of this, is a stretch reading the backside defensive end. This becomes now a B city cue, and it becomes triple option. Example here is a bubble route. So you can see we're going to do our original call of stretch zone to the left, Lobos, and then as a suffix, since we're going backside, we'll add a B city Byron. That tells the backside or the right tackle here to leave that defensive end. He becomes the read key, and the quarterback now will read defensive end to the weak Mr. 0, 1, 2. It's give to the back, keep, or pass then, pitch. That's the 3 steps in the triple option. We can do the same thing with sweep, and we can actually change then who becomes the pitch receiver, the Z, and doing a smoke. So now again, we're just going to do Longhorns, which is sweep left. Byron B City tells backside tackle, leave 3, and we just change our signal with pointers alternating, and now becomes the number 1 receiver on a smoke screen as the pitch back. Next, we can do this with our counter game, and it becomes then though an RRO or a double option. When we do this, the bubble route or the smoke is a pre-snap free access only. If there is not free access or leverage, then it becomes a double read run option where the quarterback will read the backside defensive end. If he sits, the back will get. If he chases down the line on the back, then the quarterback will keep it out the back door. You can see T-wrap is our Lakers play call where the tackle wraps around and leads up on the mic, and the H arc releases to Mr. 0. So again, this would be a verbal Lakers, Byron, B City as a suffix backside, and we're off. If tag counter is your main inside counter, you can do the exact same thing as we did before. Again, access for the bubble. If it's not there, then we go to our RO or double option read on the defensive end, this time now with the guard and tackle pulling. Same deal, and sits, back gets, and follows, then quarterback keeps out the back door. We can do this same triple option we did previously out of stretch, but we can change the read key to the backside will backer. We just do a lock call by the backside tackle now on that defensive end, and the read key becomes will to weak Mr. 0. Now we use L City as a suffix. So it's Lobos, Leroy, and we call out the number of the read key, which in this case we're saying the wheel backer is number 6. Quarterback again, if he sits, the back gets. If the wheel chases, then the quarterback can keep out the back door and now read weak Mr. 0 for keep or throw on the bubble. Next one is we can do a midline, and this is a great complement to stretch zone with a dynamic quarterback as a runner. This is an inverted midline read. We're going to read now the backside defensive tackle, first defender from the center back. What this tells now with the M cities is the place or the backside guard will leave that tackle and take his best path to climb to the next level linebacker nearest to him. Everybody else is running stretch zone. Quarterback now reads the defensive tackle. If he sits, the back gets. If the tackle chases down the line, he'll replace and go right up the A gap following the guard's lead block. Again, we've got pre-access with the bubble, but it is pre-free access only, no post-snap read. It's an RRO double run option read. You can always also run the midline out of the inside zone. This is more of a classic midline option out of the flex bone. If you do this, you've got to really rep it. But again, you can see we're just going to add our M city as a suffix. It's lightning, which is split zone to the left. Mabel call. The one change is the H back when he hears a midline, split zone midline, is he's going to go ahead and pull to block the Mike backer. Quarterback again will read the defensive tackle, first one backside from the center. If he sits, the back gets. Essentially, when we're running out of pistol, which I recommend here for pure midline loaded run option, is if he can touch the back, then you're going to pull it. If he can't touch the back, then it's a give all the way. You can see here, again, the bubble is a pre-access, and we're going to load block, meaning the backside tackle is going to block that defensive end lock up. So it becomes an RR option, run option, give or keep. All right, now we switch to front side as our read keys. And then again, we're going to go ahead and use a letter as the tag, and it's a prefix to the play call, S Pittsburgh here. What we're going to show you here is several different ways to run inverted veer, which is a power block. But the quarterback, now we invert it where he becomes the inside runner and the back is the outside runner. So the first one is classic mesh with it, running S Pittsburgh to the right. Again, the letter tells the H back to arc release and leave defensive end as the read key. Next way we can do this is we call this a stretch Pittsburgh. This again, it's not a letter, so the quarterback is going to block this just like his stretch zone. We'll make it the outside linebacker Sam the read key, same as we did with our S Pittsburgh previously. We just changed the read key. Next we can do it as a toss power read. Again, we just add the letter T as a prefix, T Pittsburgh. Tells the H to arc release, it's a letter. Read key is a defensive end. A lot of coaches prefer this because it doesn't allow the defensive end to just crash the mesh between the quarterback and the back and makes him be decisive in what he's going to do. With all of these, you can see to the left, we have pre-free access. If we have that, the quarterback can go ahead and throw his pop pass. Again, that's just a pre-snap, not a post-snap. This is an RRO run option post-snap. All right, and then last is a speed option or front side RRO. Just like we started where we're running stretch option with the backside triple option read, we'll finish with speed option to the front side defensive end running stretch blocking. Those are my two preferred to start with. What's great about this is the play side tackle will just leave 3 and take what's called a veer step, stepping with his inside foot first, but climbing to block the first linebacker head up or back. Again, it's a letter prefix, O Rebels, telling us his option. The H back then will arc release to the Sam backer. With speed option, we want to try to pitch the ball to the back actually and get it to the perimeter. So the quarterback will take 2 shuffle reach steps towards the outside leg of the defensive end, forcing him to make a choice. But again, if he sits, the back gets with the pitch. If he chases right away after those 2 control steps, then he would go follow the tackle up inside. You can see now we can attack all the defensive linemen, both front side and back side, and the outside linebackers, but make this a run option system within the RPO triangle offense. Thanks.